What became of the likely lad? What became of the dreams we had? Oh, what became of forever love? Oh, what became of forever love? No one ever knows.
Cheers guys, welcome to another episode of Thursday's Homebrew Wednesday. This is the speckled cow, or the stupid cow as I'm now calling it, clone beer that I think I mentioned in the last Homebrew Wednesday, that tasted a little bit metallic-y. It certainly tastes okay now. It's fully carbonated. That slightly wheat colour, which I'd expect with the maize that was in there. And as you can see, some nice lace in there, and keeping not much of a head, but keeping a small head. So yeah, quite enjoying it. Not particularly strong. It's about 4.5%, I think, from memory. But certainly nice to come home from work and just have a light beer, kick back, relax with this one. Certainly is a session beer, and can have a couple of these of an evening without sort of feeling too worse for wear the next day, ready for work again. So yeah, quite pleased with it. I wasn't quite sure before whether I would actually do this one again, but drinking it, it probably wouldn't be a regular of mine, but I'll certainly be brewing this one up again. It actually matured a little bit darker than what it was when I was taking the initial hydrometer readings and would let it sell out. It was a real straw yellow colour, but this doesn't really do it justice. But this is probably more of a darker, more of an amber type, not quite amber, but certainly isn't straw yellow, as you can tell. So what have I been up to this week? Not a lot really. I kegged this one last weekend, so I've now got a free fermenter sitting there free, and I cleaned that one up. But as you could tell last Wednesday, I really wasn't decided on what brew I was going to make. I can't even decide what type of beer I want to make, whether I want to go for another blonde ale or another IPA. I'm not IPA'd out at the moment, but I'm sort of worried that if I keep brewing the IPAs, I will do. So I'm not really quite sure. I've got the dark lager, and that's sort of fermenting very, very slowly, as I would expect, because I'm fermenting at 13 degrees C. And I may show you some footage of that in a minute. It may take you for a wonder. But that taste is tasting real nice and hoppy, and I'm really getting excited for when those sugars are finally fermented out. I think that's going to be a nice malty dark lager, and I was excited about that as I was with some of my other core beers. So that would probably be. That's probably. I've got to take a hydrometer reading over the next couple of days, but I'll probably transfer that to the secondary at the weekend, and then lager that for a month. So that's lagering from 7 degrees. It does say to go down to 2 degrees. I don't think my brewing fridge will actually get me down that far, so it'll probably go from 7 to probably about 4. But yeah, I'll lager that out for a month to 5 weeks, and then probably not bottle that, but that'll probably be round about ready to go straight into the keg from there. So really haven't done too much. But yeah, I've caught up with a lot of the Homebrew Wednesday videos that I missed over the last week, so I've been doing that this weekend. Sorry to hear about you guys in the States with Hurricane Sandy. See the storm where Tony Rapino had been affected, had no power, but I've got to say that when he held that bottle up and the summer light, the night sunset shining in through that window and then through the glass was was absolutely awesome, and you probably could never capture that if you even tried again. So yeah, sorry to hear you guys catching up with the usual regulars. Congratulations to Craig Tube for 52 episodes and having a year. And yeah, so this weekend, not quite decided, like I say, what to brew. So any suggestions, I would certainly welcome those and your feedback. I may probably just do a lager or a very light pale ale. Although I am very, very tempted to do another brown ale, but I still haven't got Pete's Wicked brown ale on keg yet, so yeah, undecided. And this is the dilemma that I'm in on what I do. Or I may just brew another hop zombie, because I am thoroughly enjoying that one. I'm having to ration it out a little bit because in the end, with the tastings as it was as it was maturing and settling out, I ended up only gave a few bottles away, so I only really managed to keg about 10 litres of that. So I'm rationing that one out to last that as long as I can. I've also, as you know, if you've been seeing any of my videos, I've also went to the International Beer Shop last week and bought a couple of those. So a couple of rogue beers. One was on tap, which was the hazelnut brown ale, and I must say that was absolutely delicious. The texture and the mouthfeel of that was to die for. Nice, creamy, not overly heavy on the hazelnut, but you could certainly taste it, and it just reminded me of like a plain chocolate sweet, and really, really did enjoy that. And if I could ever get that one again, I certainly would, and would recommend it to you guys, especially you guys in the States. If you can get hold of it, really give it a try if you like your brown ales, because that was fantastic. Very rich, certainly wasn't a session beer because it was very, very rich, but it was delightful. I also tried and given gave a review on the Rogue Yellow Snow IPA. That really wasn't to my taste, and it was very, very bitter, and the IBUs were up there, which is what I was looking for. But I didn't feel that the sweetness balanced out the hoppiness. Whereas the hop zombie I done, which was based on the zombie dust, I just felt was a lot nicer consistency in terms of balance of flavours. So, but look, check those videos out. I'd love to know what you think about them. If you've tried that beer before, and yeah, I'd welcome your opinion as well, and any recommendations, especially from the Rogue Brewery, because the International Beer Shop had a hell of a selection of Rogue beers. So certainly be heading back there again. Not too often. It's very, very expensive. Just to let you know, the Rogue Yellow Snow IPA was 24 Australian dollars. So I think that's pretty much the same in at this current rate, pretty much the same as in the States. So generally a stubby, I know that's a pint bottle, but generally a pint or stubby is about $4, $3-4. The craft beer, the Australian craft beers that I got was about $4 Australian dollars. So if you compare the prices, that's the price of a 6-pack. So certainly won't be trying that too often, but it is nice. I'll certainly be stocking up down there for Christmas to give myself a little treat. But yeah, certainly if you guys, if any guys are in Perth or want a mail order, the link was on my original video. Check it out. Check out the selections. I know Arrogant Bastard gave me a whole list of what to go for, and I'll next time I go down, I'll take that with me and give those a try. But they really did look good. In terms of brewing, that's pretty much it really. I haven't brewed nothing yet. I watched Gash's video on cleaning the yeast. Certainly going to give that a try with my next batch and try and store some yeast and try that to try and I suppose build up my colonies there and use into the next batch. I've done a brew now straight on top of the yeast, and that worked really, really well. That's come out quite good. That was the Cooper's Kent Pale Ale, as I called it. That fermented really well. No aftertaste, and that was brewed with the yeast from the spotted cow. So yeah, that came up okay. So yeah, so I'm certainly going to give that a try. Getting ideas from you guys all the time on your videos. Too numerous to shout out. I know I keep talking about my favourites. Clement's Homebrew, Tony Rapino, Uncle Jonas, Gasho I always watch, obviously Craig Tube, SJ Poor. You guys are just a wealth of information, very inspirational in terms of keep making my videos, but also in terms of what I'm hoping to achieve eventually with my brewing. So guys, keep the videos coming, keep the comments coming, keep the feedback, and see you next week. Happy Home Brewing Wednesday, 17.
Oh, what became of the likely lad? What became of the dreams we had? Oh, what became of forever love?